Hi guys, big welcome back to the Focus Shed. Livesy loves it here. I've got your league update for the week, which is really exciting because we've got new league members, a new league leader, and at the end of the show, I'm going to be telling you all about the FPL Focus Forum, which is ready to go. Your invites are on their way if they haven't landed already. Let's go. First, guys, I'd like to give a big warm Livesy Loves It FPL Focus Shed welcome to our new league members. Chuffed to bits to have you on board, guys. And hopefully a collaboration is now starting to form, which will help us all, basically. So, Damian Williams, big welcome with your team, Damo Kiev. I know you've been struggling this season to have time to focus on your team, really. So, wild card this week, so hopefully this is the turning point for you, and we'll see you climbing. Ari Travo Audi, a big member of the FPL community, Liverpool fan, love to have, very chuffed to have you on board. Actually left another league to join our league, guys, so we are very privileged. Liverpool fan, looking forward to chatting with you in the forum about Liverpool players and your thoughts on those. Also, a big, massive welcome to Blonde, who's joined our league. Fantastic finishes in the last 3 seasons. Less than 50k last season, 150k the season before that, 115k the season before that. So, somebody really intense, and looking forward to the forum from the conversations I've had where debate can be had, and really excited with that. And also a big welcome, taking the top spot in our league this week, Premier Fantasy Tools website creator, Mark De Cavallo, with his team FPL Popper. Let's go and have a look and see what's been going on in the league then this week, because we're starting to get a little bit more analysis now. 2 wild cards with Mark De Cavallo playing his, and Damian Williams, so two new league members playing theirs. Just Helwen with hers still intact. Still got 4 or 5 weeks to use that. Just don't lose it. But you're going the right way. You're going the right way. Let's have a look. Player ownership then. This will have changed now with new members to the league. Our highest owned players are Grealish and Jota. Obviously, Grealish on the bench last week, so quite interesting. Nobody really looking forward to get rid of him last week. Captain selections, De Bruyne just smashed it last week. If you didn't have him, I think anyone who brought him in captained him. I'm gutted because he was coming in for me, but I changed my mind due to the Aston Villa Newcastle game. So 2 people transferred him in. Mahrez, the biggest transfer in after his hat-trick the week before, but didn't really do it this week, but I'm sure he will in the coming weeks. Keep the faith, maybe. And then everybody transferring out different players, lots of not much else going on, ones here and there, so no sort of trends to look at there. But interesting that Mahrez has been transferred in by so many. Here's your season summary, guys, if you want to go and look and see how you've been doing, how many benches. Which brings us to the league highlights of the week then. So, manager of the week, Paul Jones, 76 points. Excellent work, my friend. We're going to have a look at that in a minute. Player with the biggest rise this week, Al Swiffen, suits you, sir. Climbing 1 place. Let's have a quick look at that in a minute as well. Best transfer of the week this week, that was Helwen. Took out Aubameyang and brought in Kevin De Bruyne. Absolute no-brainer there. Great work. Got you an extra 12 points. No hits involved whatsoever. Halal, commiserations on your transfer business this week, mate. Matt losing 16 points. You don't want to ever see that, do you? Hopefully that is you setting your team up for the coming weeks. Most transfers this season. Guess who's impatient? Might be me. Something for me to look at in my own videos, guys, about my own team. Team value, that's me. I'm still getting that, but is that because I'm too trigger happy? Hopefully I can make that pay in the coming weeks with my transfer business. Lowest team value, Damien. Like I said, not had much time this season. Hopefully that can start to build for you now. with your wild card and players you've got. And this, guys, I've worked out what it is because there's just a description on the site. Best all-time rank. The brief description is it's our most consistent player, ranked over the season, with the seasons furthest away not meaning as much, i.e. they depreciate every season, to where he's at 38,598. So Al Swift, good friend of mine, been my person I've played against for years. No wonder I always struggle to beat you. But great news. So another player to watch in our league. Most captain this week, 43% of teams, and you can see by the scores in the league this week is Kevin De Bruyne. So did our manager of the week captain him? Let's see in a moment. Most owned, as we've said, is Mahrez, and we've seen this. Most transferred out, that could have been any player. Right, let's go and look at some of these highlights then. Let's start with our manager of the week. And if we go have a look at Paul Jones's team, Murmur FC, what's he done this week? Well, no Kevin De Bruyne. So it was possible this week to have a great week without Kevin De Bruyne. There are other ways. I'm not saying you should do that. But interesting. Captain Salah, he's got the same points as Kevin De Bruyne this week. Liverpool fan. Not seen this in many teams. Salah and Jota in the same team. I think a lot of people have gone, not that Jota can replace Salah, but hoping to get in, if you like, on the Liverpool points and not miss out on those returns. Maybe in the coming weeks over Christmas, they may even get the same amount of minutes. And it's nearly £6 million cheaper. That, maybe giving you funds for strengthening elsewhere in your team. But with him in your team, you've had team of the week, mate. So maybe that is the right thing to do. Nice bit of strength. I like the way you've gone for Bamford and Calvert-Lewin. Why I didn't sign him last week instead of Cavani, I don't know. There's something I keep ignoring. So well done there, mate. Harry Kane, lots of people have been abandoning him, myself included. Kane, good for you this week. Although Son got 1 point more in a midfield position, so, and first to 100 points. So let's see whether that's maybe something to consider. You've gone for Fernandes, James Rodriguez in your team. I know, mate. As an Evertonian, it's frustrating. Do you know, this week, I don't even know what I want to say. I think might happen this week, but maybe they might do better against Chelsea, a team that come at them. We'll see. Gone for Justin at the back, Balbuena. Pretty much a full playing squad, able to drop Martinez to the bench. Kilman at the back there. So yeah, again, a nice squad. Look in there, Paul. Let's see if that continues to help you climb the league. Congratulations, man of the week, first manager of the week, the first time, I think so. Well done, mate. I know there's people that are desperate to get it because they've been messaging me. You might be tongue-in-cheek, but that's what you're saying. Let's have a look and see what else to be talking about. Biggest rise this week, McMoistler's men, climbing one place. Stuck with Kane and Son, went for Mahrez. No De Bruyne in the team. Kept with Salah. Captained Vardy. I think that was 2 weeks on the run after he didn't return the week before. Interesting to see what happens here, whether that becomes Danny Ings. I know he's a favourite of yours. You got Grealish on the bench. Really nice, strong-looking squad here. Target for when Villa come back in. Doubled up on the keepers as well. So, ready for an assault. Ready for an assault there. Eze, nice little differential. Got his first assist, though. I think you mentioned to me in a private chat, hopefully he would have got a bit more in a 5-0 drubbing. But maybe that's to come. Fantastic stats in the Championship, as alluded to before. So let's go and see what our new league leader teams look like then. FPL Popper, Mark de Cavalio, has played his wild card this week. So interesting to see a team that's doing well, long-term player, and obviously an FPL addict because he created his own website to help him analyse his team and improve performance. So let's hopefully, we can gain that experience and insight into how to use this site to help us manage our teams better through the forum and in the show going forward. The website is free, but you can support if you choose to do so, guys. So as you guys gone for McCarthy and go, no double up keeper. Interesting. Just as I've gone to double up keeper and took a hit to do that this week to set myself up. A wildcard team and the top of the league doesn't do it. So many different ways, guys. So many different opinions. Interesting. And also the sacrificial lamb on the bench in Davis. Keenan Davis. 4.3 million. So you've basically, what I can see here, Mark, and correct me in the comments, in the forum, if you like, because that should be live by the time you're watching this. Hopefully you've had your invite. Davis is that you've done that to give you more room for a 13-man squad with no real major weak links. A couple of budget players, shall we say, to try and enable your big team players. So you've got your De Bruyne, you've got your Son, you've got Fernandes. It looks like you've built your team around them. You've got Vardy here to keep some funds up front. Interesting. Diaz, regular starts. Not gone for the Cancelo option. I'm wondering if that's because he was dropped. Missed the game, but interesting points over the last sort of 5 game weeks. Cancelo has 1 more and played 1 game less. So interesting to see how that plays out. Gone for probably perceived the strongest Chelsea defender and doubled up on the Southampton defence. I'm assuming that'll be Walker Peters will come to play in weeks when you're really confident in the clean sheet for Southampton. Lovely looking team. Welcome to the league. So that brings me to the part of the show I've really been looking forward to, where I can introduce you to the Discord forum, the FPL Focus Forum. Let's go. Right, here it is then, guys. People familiar with Discord, you'll understand the layout. For anybody who's downloading the app for the first time, this is basically the Discord homepage, for want of a better phrase. And once you've accepted your invite, any community servers you're part of will appear here. So there's my Toffee TV one that I'm part of, and I've been for a long time through Patreon. And this is the FPL Focus Forum. So let's go in and have a look. Lots of channels set up. The rules are here. I won't read all this to you guys. You can pause it and read it if you want, or just accept your link and come in and have a read. But there's only one rule, and I will mention that now. And it is basically be courteous and respectful to other league members' views and opinions. To build on that slightly, challenge. Please do challenge. That's what I want this to be. I don't want people saying nice teammate. If you don't think it's a nice teammate, that's not what this is all about. And you've got to be able to accept that challenge, but also challenge back, because maybe you've got reasoning for that, and that's where the conversation comes from, and hopefully the excellence and comes from that in the future as well. So that's the rules, right? A group of sort of collaborative channels for everybody, different sort of subjects, probably available in most chat rooms, and not the unique sort of part of this chat room, but there's an FPL help room. Quite simple. Give FP help and give FP help. Again, I won't go through all of that. Read it when you get there. For enthusiasts who just love like helping people out, because I see it all the time. I see people that just like doing that, and I see people asking for help and actually not getting it. I see lots of questions on Twitter. People with large followings as well asking and just getting 1 or 2 answers. And what I find is those answers are coming from perspectives of people that you don't really know very well, or you don't know what club they support, whether they've got any bias or anything like that whatsoever. Right, the tactics channel is all for basically the chess players out there who view this as a game of chess, looking at it as a bit of a math problem. I was chatting with Don Esch about that just last week, for example. This is the place for that. Let's share some strategies. Let's discuss some. Rather than what I do is I tend to have a go at them, see them fail, and learn that way. Maybe I can come in here and have a chat and try and figure those things out with people. Captain choice, a weekly debate, very important. Probably one of the biggest things that can affect your week, really. If you get that right, and even if you have a poor week with the rest of the team, it can cover up, get it right, and the rest of your team delivers, and you're climbing the ranks. So very, very important. My nemesis personally. So I'll be captain in this channel. But I won't be making the decisions, I'll tell you that for nothing. I'll be looking for advice there. Any other business? I think this is a great place where we can share anything that's not tactical, any managerial, anything that's funny, bizarre, extraordinary achievements that you see. So anything at all. No politics or religion, please. We don't need any of that going on in here. Football only. FPL. And then it brings us to the selling point, I think, for this forum, and why it's unique, and why you should join if you're not a member of the league already, and hopefully what league members are looking forward to. And it's a set of channels, one for each club. Every message in the thing is pretty much exactly the same. It's a welcome to you, and so I will go through this one to explain what this is all about. And this is your channel. So if this is Arsenal fans channel, and like I say, this is just first format, well and truly up for adaptation as we go for improvement, of course. This is just my initial idea. So this is your channel to work together in discussion to inform the rest of the league about your club and its players. For example, any essentials, must-haves, captains, great value players, players to watch out for in the near future, or any insight that can help league members to make their choices. I'm not looking for people to make choices for us. I think it's about having as much information at your fingertips as possible to make your own choices, and that's what I'm trying to promote in this. Of course, we can give opinions, but let's back those opinions up. Can you back up your thoughts and eye tests with stats? Can you provide post or pre-match analysis? Can you this stats for players based on your eye test? Sometimes you see the stats and you sign a player and you wish you'd watched them more, because actually it's they're having lots of shots, but they're going wide of the post, etc. Can you come to general consensus on players in your forum, in your channel, sorry, as Arsenal fans on players, or is the camp split? Because to be honest, either is really informative and can help in the decision making process. What I'd expect is for this room to be your room, Arsenal fans, for example, the Wolves room to be their room, the Liverpool fans, that's your room, and you have those discussions amongst you. But please expect, and this is the bit why it's attractive, I think, please expect fans from other clubs to come and ask for your insights, though, and help them as you would like to be helped in their club channel. Obviously, they'll be able to go through and see the discussions you've had, so they might not need to ask, but they may have a particular question or angle that you've not considered, which again is information for everybody else to go back and read if they want to on that particular club. Also, guys, as well as the Premier League club channels, for all non-Premier League fans, I think there's a really important part to play in this, because this I'm seeing as the biggest eye test in FPL, and we all know, and I know, FPL Dresden chatting to me earlier, this bit's for you. We all know that when it's your own team, it's really hard to judge. Well, I find it really hard to judge anyway. I make the wrong calls, we start playing well, I get excited, I want them in my team. I just find it really difficult. So that's why I want to have discussions personally with other Everton fans and try and sort it out amongst ourselves. But then I want to counteract that with an independent fans review. So you might be a Real Madrid fan, you might be a Rangers fan, you might be a Tranmere fan, you may be knocking on the door of the Premier League and the Championship at this moment, and being the independent fans and looking for you, hoping to get your own room next season, when some of these rooms will then step down into the independents. So I see this channel being a very important part of the process, and I'd encourage you, if you're not a Premier League fan, to please come and have your say in there as well. Eventually, as the shows develop, and hopefully I can start to make the shows sort of pay for themselves, etc., through merchandising, this sort of thing I never intend to charge for, but maybe advertising, sponsorships for the channel, etc., once I've got a website up and running, and things like that might come into play, and then be able to afford us to do more with it. Oh, and when I say more with it, what I mean is I'm looking to have competition between the views of the independent fans and the fans of the club, and see actually who knows the club best. And I've got a big format for that and a big massive show that's much further down the line with that involved, guys. So if you like the sound of working towards that, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, but most importantly, join the league, because once you've joined the league, then let me know and I'll send you a link to come and join the forum, join the debate, join the discussions, and let's form the biggest eye test in FPL and help us to make our informed decisions alongside the best stats. Guys, over and out now. Thanks very much. Let me know what you think, particularly any improvements to this forum. Go to your channels and share your wisdom, and let's see where we go. See you soon.